Hi guys, welcome to this quick review about this USB volume controller for Windows, Android, iOS and probably also other operating systems. It's a plug and play. We have the micro USB, standard micro USB here. It has pretty solid build. The reason why I'm planning to use that is because it's difficult to find a good or even free software solution for volume control, and sometimes it's a little bit difficult to use these FN functions on the keyboard. I've been using a software solution with the mouse wheel and the control button, but this is always a little bit risky because of some virus, Trojan horse, whenever they update their software. My current keyboard has even a volume controller on the right top. That's awesome, but it's pretty hard to find. So I think still in 2023 this could be an awesome solution. So I'm going to show you what to get in the box, how to attach it, how to set it up, and then how to use it. And so here's the packaging, maybe some description, introduction, features, but of course you want to see what's in the box. So that's the size. On the pictures it's a little bit difficult to guess or to get an impression how large this really is. I think it has decent size. It's not too small, not too large, and also what you want to see that the rotating function is really nice. It has some resistance. Maybe you can see that here. There's no loud noise or so, but we can feel that. A little bit of resistance, but not too much resistance. So the overall quality seems to be pretty good of this thing. What's also important that we have this soft rubber feet, so it has pretty safe stand here, and of course comes with this long USB cable. It's even a braided cable, USB-A to micro USB. Yeah, USB-C would have been nice, but it's no problem. There are still a lot of devices with micro USB. So we plug it in here. It has quite some resistance. Yeah, it's upside down like most of these ports. Yeah, it has quite some resistance, but I mean, that's not something which we are plugging in and out all the time. By the way, we get also a user manual. I don't know where it starts. Maybe here if you're interested. I hope it's focusing nicely. So if you want to read everything, just put it on pause on every page, then you have plenty of time to read everything. So here's the last page. Okay, and so here we are on my laptop, and I'm plugging this into a USB port. Let's see what's going to happen. You have to close that, but there seem to be no installation needed, no drivers, no nothing. At least there was nothing to hear and nothing to see. Oh, now there is, yeah, there was something, and it says the device is ready. iWit volume controller is ready, something like that. Name which I haven't seen here. It's always AIMOS mentioned. Also important to know, by the way, that it's not only working for Windows, it's also working for Android, iOS. I don't know if it's also working for Mac OS. So it seems to be ready. So I thought it would be maybe helpful to have the volume mixer here so we can see the volume change better. Just after plugging it in, it goes into default mode. Yeah, it has some different modes. It has high-speed mode and it has a default slower mode. In the slower mode, it needs 2 turns to go from 0 to 100%. Maybe let's try this again. I mean, it doesn't have like any indicator or so, but it looks like, yeah, I would say this is probably more like the high-speed mode, where it just needs 1 rotation between 0 and 100%. And as far as I've seen, we can press 6 times to change that. Okay, so I've been testing and trying with these different modes, but some of them I couldn't find or they didn't work. So what's working for me is, or how it looks for me is that it's always in the slow mode. But for me, the slow mode looks like there is 1 rotation between 0 and 100%. But there is definitely a speed mode built in, and we can activate that by pressing it down and then rotating it, and you can see it works much faster. And there it needs only about half a rotation, about 180 degrees to go from 0 to 100% or vice versa. but I haven't found any solution or any function to switch it from slow to fast speed permanently, but I'm okay with that. Also regarding the illumination, I haven't found the so-called night function. For me, it always turns off here after about maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds or so after I have done something. You can see whenever I change the speed, it will illuminate blue. And when I use the mute, which is just a push here, it usually turns the light off and then it's mute, but it didn't work now. So we're trying again. Okay, you can see, and probably now it's off sync because it illuminated and it's on mute. So we try this again. So now it's on again, not muted. We have the blue light. We press it down. Yeah, it didn't work. Yeah, this mute thing, it looks for me more like we have to press 2 times. Yeah, it's really hard to figure out what we really have to do for the mute. Now I had to just press once and it went into mute. When we press again, usually goes out of the mute. Now let's press again. Yeah, goes into mute. Yeah, sometimes it works reliable, sometimes it doesn't work, but I'm not planning to use this for the mute a lot. And to go out of the mute, we can also just rotate it. But I would say overall it's good working. What's really important for me is that I can just touch it or move it with 2 fingers. I don't have to hold it like with the other hand, so it's really stable with these feet. So I can always leave it like that and just use it, and when I want to use it fast, I can push it down. Maybe when we go to the extreme, when we have it reduced to 0 volume and we twist our hand a little bit to the left side, push it down and then twist it to the right side, we can increase the volume to the maximum just in 1 rotation. That could be really helpful. Of course, also the opposite, more or less at least. And of course, it's not only working on the volume controller, so I can show you that here in this free video, how this works. I can definitely increase the audio volume, easily adjust it up and down, and also in the fast mode here up and down. So I think the volume control works really good. I'm not impressed by the instructions manual, but that's not a real big exception, no big surprise, but I'm okay with that, no problem so far. And so I would say, even though it's maybe not perfect or also not perfectly matching the instructions manual, it's still a really good device, fits exactly to my needs. So I'm definitely going to keep it and use it, and so I can also recommend it for you. And I also can tell you that it's not easy to find something better than that. In 2023 I did a lot of research about that, and I've also done a lot of research about software solutions. I mean, free software solution like with the mouse wheel and holding some control button and so on. I have been using such a solution for a couple of years, but first thing is it didn't work reliable, and second thing is when you're using free software, there's always a risk that they turn it into some kind of virus, Trojan horse or whatsoever with the next update. So this thing is definitely the much safer solution. And so if you're interested, I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description, so you can check it out and order it right from there if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.